In progress.
A very good evening to everyone and welcome back to another mindful session. I would now respectfully welcome our most venerable Dhamma Kusala Bhante to start today's session. And I would like to welcome my friends too. And also if there are any new friends, I'd gladly welcome them too. Before we are starting today's session, I would like to give a brief of what we did in last Saturday's session. So at the beginning of this session, we were learning about mindfulness based on the game Uno. Then we did mindful walking and sitting for about 10 minutes, and then we discussed our reports with each other. And then we ended the SatiPasala program after doing a fun activity with Samanthi auntie. Now I would respectfully welcome our most venerable Dhamma Kusala Bhante to start today's session.
Thanks, Pansilu. You might have to implement noise cancellation from your end. Pansilu, you know that option?
Swaminathan, barely we can hear you.
Can't hear me?
Swaminathan, we can't hear you clearly. Your voice is very low.
Very low. How about now?
Swaminathan, a little bit. Now we can hear. A little bit more.
You have to put noise cancellation from your end. You can hear all the dogs barking. You know how to put noise cancellation?
Yes, Swaminathan. I'll
Okay, you
put them.
try that while we continue. Now you can hear properly, no? Tenuka?
Yes, Bhante. Yes,
Consider
Bhante.
you have to keep muted. Your background noises are too loud. Tenuka, can you hear
Yes, I'm in answer. Now it's clear.
loud and clear, no?
Yes, I'm in answer.
Okay. Uh, till Pansilu implement his noise cancellation, we will continue with our discussion and the program. So we are meeting once again. It's good to see you all. I think last week some of you were there, but I couldn't join due to the adverse weather conditions. There were no connection here, and might have the same trouble. Some of you might have the same trouble as well. Anyway, we are back to more or less the normal, and we can continue our weekly session. Now, when we think about today's idea, I think you have already seen the poster. If Niranjanti can share it. In that poster, Niranjanti have to share without background noise. Yes, so in this poster, you might see a very nice meme. This is another meme. It says, be a goldfish. And this one is related to sports. Maybe we can say football or maybe basketball. The ball appears to be a football, right? Yes, it's a football. So this is a meme related to sports and let's say related to a football player. Anyone knows about this? Do you have any idea about this? Any comments, thoughts? No? Nobody knows. Okay, that's fine, right? So this particular meme, the origin, if we talk about it, a player makes a big mistake in a game, right? So you understand when you make a big mistake, the whole team is affected. Naturally, your teammates might get angry. Yes, that happens. We are losing the game because of you, they might tell you. Right? So this particular player, he made a mistake, a big mistake in a game, and gets humiliated by his teammates. And this player is visibly upset, dwelling on the past error. Yes? So you get what's happening, right? He's upset now, his mind is occupied in the past error, and now he no longer can play like he used to do. Yes? And the coach, he told him, he asked a question. Do you know what is the happiest animal on earth? Do you know? Any guesses, any ideas? What is the happiest animal? Sehara Vinet, yes.
A goldfish?
Goldfish. Why?
Because I don't remember anything.
Yes, yes. So you know the history behind this. Right? The coach asked, do you know what is the happiest animal on earth? It's a goldfish. And do you know why? Because it got only 10-second memory. Right? So this coach is telling to this player, be a goldfish. That's the advice. Because why? If you are a goldfish, then of course you don't remember. So you don't dwell upon your past error. You won't waste the rest of the game due to the past error. Right? So you understand the situation. He is thinking about the past error. He's worrying about it. And as a result, he's gonna waste the rest of the game. Now he can't play no more. He can't play like he used to do. Right? So the coach says, be a goldfish. Because the goldfish, they don't remember. They don't remember the past. As a result, they can be comfortable. They can do as usual. Right? So this is the very idea. Now, how can we apply this to your life? Any thoughts, comments? Who would like to answer? How can you apply this particular idea to your life? Be a goldfish. Yes. Pansilu, can you handle the unmuting? You know, your noise cancellation is done, right?
Avasaraya Swaminathan, basically, like not living the past in our day-to-day lives. It's like being a goldfish, living this moment.
Yes, I thought that you would mention about your swimming competitions.
So like that also like can apply Swaminathan. Like basically, not living something like in our past times. So if we go a certain bad time, then people might like talk down on us, but we should always forget about it and just keep on improving.
Yes, so the
Something like that.
past is past. You dwelling upon it won't help you, especially when you are playing sports, when you are in a swimming meet, right? It doesn't help you. You might have bad timing, you might have some, trouble, but still, if you have to forget it and you have to give your full effort, right? When our minds are dwelling in the past, it's not helpful. That's the thing. You can't perform your natural rhythm. Yes. Laviru.
It tells us that we should learn a lesson from our past and go on in our life, like live in the present moment.
Yes. You can learn the lessons from the past, but you keep thinking about it, it doesn't help, right? So you have to go on with your life. Any other thoughts, ideas? I can see some of you. Others, if you can turn on video and join actively, it would be very nice. Any other thoughts? Be a goldfish. How can you apply this in your life? What are the situations that you can apply this? Come on, you have many answers for this. You have many such situations. Who else would like to add something? Tenuka, yes.
I know so another thing is like how I can relate it is like when like every time when I do practices when we come to the main set, so sir gives us basically like a hard set to do. Some most of it is like 1 kilometer like split sprints. So basically like then also I like to kind of be like the goldfish because when you come, especially when you start the set, like many bodily aches come, pains come, and you don't do good times. But at least you can start from the other set and do your best, not think about the previous ones and do it. Something like that.
You mean like past difficulties in your body, is it?
Yes, I know. So difficulties in our body, like not think about them and but continue.
Yeah.
Forget about the pains.
Being in the moment helps.
Yes, I know.
Right. So that's another situation where you can apply this particular idea. Pansilu, you have any thoughts on this? How can you apply this?
Swaminans, I don't think I have thoughts yet. I'm still thinking.
Can't think of a such situation. Anyone else? Any other ideas? Now only the sports most of you have mentioned. How about other situations? We might have certain other occasions, such occasions. Sehara Vinetias.
Maybe like in an exam, if you do bad on one test, maybe, then you should just forget about it and study hard for the next one instead of giving up.
Yes, that's another great example. If you do bad in an exam, then naturally those fears come. Let's say you do bad in maths, right? And next time when you face maths exams, those past fears might come. And when you get fearful, when you get excited, what happens is that you forget even the ones that you know. That happens during exams, right? Sometimes when you are fearful, you forget things that you easily know. You can't recall them. As a result, you would do very bad in an exam, right? So you can really say, be a goldfish. Forget the past and simply pay attention to the current task, current activity, right? That's another good example where you can apply this. Pansy, do you have something?
Yes, Hamnas. So, like, one time, like, I was in a badminton match and I was going to lose, and uh, I suddenly then you'll suddenly start to get scared that you will lose in the tournament and you'll be eliminated, like that. You'll be like out of the tournament. Then you get that fear and then you forget all of your good strategies to win.
Yes. So you can use the mantra, be a goldfish. Yes. Okay. So you get the idea. Whether it's exams, whether it's playing sports, whether it's some other matter. For example, let's say some bad memory. Something bad happened, right? And whenever you recall that memory, you might feel bad, you might feel worried, you might feel fearful. Many of us, we have such things in our minds. Some situations trigger it, right? So thinking about them, worrying about them, it doesn't help, right? You can simply say, be a goldfish. Be a goldfish and forget the past, live in the present. That's what mindfulness is all about. You simply forget the past. You try to live in the present moment. It might not be easy, but that's the whole idea, right? That's why we gather here every week. We try to practice mindfulness. We try to live in the present. We try to be like a goldfish. They don't have that past stories, right? So this is a meme that is created in sports. Be a goldfish. But in our mindful practice also, this is what we try. In our daily life, we can really apply this. If you keep thinking about the past, if you keep worrying about things, it doesn't help. Whether it's your studies, whether it's sports, whether it's other matters. Right? So the very idea is simply be a goldfish and live in the present. Forget the past and try to be mindful and continue. Okay, I hope you all get the idea. With that, we can move forward into our mindful practice. So here we try to be like a goldfish. We are going to walk for like 10-15 minutes. You can select a space where you can walk comfortably. Once you select that space, you start walking back and forth. You walk in the natural rhythm. And while walking, you try to be with the present. Be like a goldfish. Be present. Notice the walking body. Notice the steps. We try to be mindful of our steps. We try to feel the ground. We try to feel our feet. Time to time, you get various thoughts. You forget the steps. The past incidents might appear. Future worries might appear. Right? But time after time, we let go of those things and we come to the present moment, which is the walking. Time after time, we feel the steps. Time after time, we feel the ground. So that's what we are going to do for 10-15 minutes. Let's walk and let's try to be present with the walking. Now you can keep the video on and you can go join a walk-in session. And when you hear the bell sound, you can return back to your seats. Okay, everyone. Now you can come back to your seats. That was our time to do mindful walking today. Now let's join for a mindful sitting session. You can turn on video. You can sit in a comfortable manner. And then once you are comfortable and balanced in your posture, you can gently close your eyes. We try to be present like a goldfish. We try to close our eyes. We simply notice that we are seated. Naturally, you feel the breathing in your body. Breath goes in and it comes out. Again, the breath goes in and it comes out. Time to time, we forget the breathing, and our attention goes to thoughts, memories, past incidents, these things. But that's okay, we can catch it and we can again return our attention to the breathing. Once again, you feel how the breath goes in and you feel how the breath comes out. Sometimes you feel sleepy, certain irritations, pain appear in your body. But among these things, we can know that we are breathing. Let's try to continue this mindfulness for a few more minutes. Okay, everyone. Now you can open your eyes again. So that was our time to do mindful walking and sitting. Next, we are going to write our mindful experience. You can use your journals to write today's experience as mindful walking and sitting. It is not complicated. If you are new here, you simply have to write your own experience. In the walking, did you feel the steps? Were you able to be mindful for many steps? You can write your own experience in your own words. In the sitting, did you feel the breathing? Were you able to be mindful for many breaths? That way you can write your sitting experience. So let's take about 10-15 minutes to write today's mindful experience. I can see Harini is done. How about others? Sehara, Vinet, done. Pansilu.
So I'm still writing. Almost done.
Can I start with the others?
Okay, Samran.
Yeah. Harini, you start.
Harini, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. I felt my hands touching each other. I was mindful, but my grandmother came and tried to make me talk. But I was mindful. Mindful sitting. My mind was relaxed. I was mindful. I heard all the noises in the workplace near our house, and it distracted me. But I stayed mindful. Thank you.
Yes, so those troubles come, distractions come, but you know how to be mindful. So that's what matters. You can feel the steps in the walking. You can feel the breath in the sitting. Always remember the steps in the walking. Remember the breath in the sitting. No matter what distractions come, you can continue your attention with those things. Yes, good. Sehara, Vinet.
Sehar and Vinet, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. I did 12 to 14 steps per lap. I felt a little bit tired. I was walking too fast, so I slowed down a little bit. I noticed that my leg didn't fully straighten out before it touched the ground. I focused on my walking. Mindful sitting. I felt very sleepy. I didn't fall asleep. I didn't open my eyes much during the session. I felt my breath going in and out. I focused on my sitting. Mindful walking. I walked 9 to 11 steps per direction. The carpet felt hotter than usual. I heard noises from the TV because my dad was watching a show. The bell rang and I went back to my chair. Mindful sitting. I didn't eat water this time. And my eyes started to itch. I put on a jumper and then it felt better. The bell rang and I opened my eyes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining late at night and practicing mindfulness. That's something I appreciate you. It's easier to, sleep at this
Yeah.
time. Yes, but
Yeah.
you remember mindfulness and you join and you practice. You might feel a bit tired, exhausted at this time, but among those difficulties, we continue. Continuing with the practice is the key. You can join for a week, you can join for a month, but what's important is simply continuing for many years among all these difficulties.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love you can unmute.
Mindful walking. I felt that the floor was soft and rough. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt that my foot touched the floor. I felt a bit of a back pain. I felt my legs were a bit sore. I felt thoughts came and went. I felt full. I heard the bell ring after some time. Mindful sitting. I felt that my elbows touched the chair. I felt that my hands touched each other. I felt that my feet touched the soft floor and the carpet. I felt that thoughts came and went. I felt that they were thoughts, but kind of made them ongoing. When I realized it, I felt that I was breathing suddenly and that the air I breathed touched the edges of my nostrils. I felt that thoughts came and went, and how I changed my posture over the sitting session. I felt how my feet touched the table sometimes. I heard the bell ring loudly. End of the report, sir.
You mentioned something about thoughts in the first part.
I
Thought
I made them ongoing sometimes.
you made them.
Yeah, like I was like imagining kind of, yeah.
So you were supporting the thoughts.
Yeah, kind of. But
Yes.
like I was observing them too.
Yes. Although you are supposed to just observe, sometimes you entangle in them, and in a way you keep feeding them, right? So thoughts, it's tricky because it could be simply happening thoughts. Happening thoughts come without your control, and they are okay to have. But what happens is that a little later you might start feeding them. So they become thinking thoughts. Happening thoughts are okay, thinking thoughts are kind of, bad. Do you understand the difference between those two? Happening thoughts, they simply come. You have no control over them. They come. So that part is natural, that part is okay, but we start thinking. We start proliferating, we start building upon them. That's the part that we have to avoid. You can experiment with it and see how you can do that. Yes, Purvi.
Purvi, you can unmute.
Can't hear Purvi. You are unmuted but still can't hear you. Shall we go to the Etuli and come?
Okay, sorry. Yatuli, you can unmute.
Mindful walking. When I was walking, I took my breath. No, I took my left leg. I took my right leg front. Then I took my left leg front. I walked about 140 steps and lost my count by bumping to my sister. I walked too fast and my legs started to hurt. I slowed down and felt much better. And then the bell rang. Mindful sitting. When I was sitting, I took my breath in and out. I did about 1 minute. Then I lost my count again by hearing the birds. It was kind of very disturbing, but I didn't give up. My head started to itch. I still didn't give up. I felt a little sleepy, so I can't even though sleep, so I didn't give up. I stayed calm and started doing my breathing. And then the bell rang.
Yes, now sometimes you lost your count. You bump into your sister, or you might go into bird sounds. It's natural that we lost our counts. But what happens is that you can simply start over. You can start a fresh count. You can continue again.
Okay.
So giving up is not the solution, right? So in your report, you didn't give up. That's how you can win the world. No matter what troubles you, no matter what makes you lose your count, you can simply start over and continue, right? So remember that. No matter what troubles you, you start fresh, you start over, and simply continue once again. That's all about the mindful practice.
Thank you.
Pansilu.
So I'll answer now my report. Mindful walking. I felt a little comfortable and also uncomfortable, but I could manage it. I was also a little bit hungry, but I ignored the hunger. After some time, I felt that my hunger wasn't there anymore because I was focusing. So I got back to my walking focus. I also jumped into a few thoughts, and eventually I forgot them again. And this also made me forget my steps count. Mindful sitting. Before starting the sitting, I turned off the AC because I was feeling a little bit cold. My mouth was also feeling a little bit dry because I was thirsty, but I did not hesitate. I also rubbed my eye a little bit because it was hurting a little bit. I felt like a stone inside my eye, but eventually after rubbing it, it went away. Then I got back to focusing. End of the report, silence.
Yes, so you feel comfortable and uncomfortable at the same time. That's how it is. No matter what you feel, you always have the opposite side. Right? So usually we are trained to see the bad part only. We see the hunger, we see the pains, aches, right? But if you keep your mind open, you can see the positive side as well. Let's say one tooth is aching, but rest of the teeth, they are fine. Yes, we never complain about the fine ones. We only complain about the one that is aching, paining, right? So in mindfulness, you keep your mind open and see. At the same time, in some ways you feel comfortable, in some ways you feel uncomfortable. It's good to observe that. No matter you experience peak happiness, still that sadness part is also there, right? You experience comfortable body, still some parts are irritating, some parts are paining, aching, right? So that way it's natural that there are both of these parts in the world, but usually we are trained to observe one. You most of the time uncomfortable feelings, but we keep our mind open and we see other part as well, two sides of the same coin. Both of these things are available, so it's good to practice to keep observing these two sides.
Thank you so much.
Tanuka.
Then okay, you can unmute.
Avasara Swami answer. Mindful walking. First, I felt that the floor was cold and silky. I saw that I unknowingly kind of tightened my toes when I first started mindful walking. It felt like all my toes were gripping the floor all at once, and it felt like my toes were trying to get warmed up before the walking. Today, the power output of both of my feet felt similar, but here and there were moments where my feet gave out sudden twitching like movements. In mindful walking, I felt that I kind of knew where my foot was going to land before it was supposed to land. But when something unexpected happened, like my foot touching the floor before it was supposed to, I saw my foot at the back quickly coming to the front to keep my balance. And and at the same time, I saw that the foot that did the mistake quickly lifted up, came forward a little, and slammed on the ground quickly. But still, I wasn't 100% balanced. Then only my foot at the back came forward and came forward and was placed on the ground. This whole thing happened quickly, but I saw myself also doing the calculations quickly and take the right footsteps to keep me balanced. This happened when my foot hit my cat when it tried to cross my way. And in moments like these, I also saw that I unknowingly spread out my hands to take a fall. Mindful sitting. First, I felt that the seat was cold and hard. When it came to the point where I wasn't either inhaling or exhaling, that phase just felt like the lock phase of my breathing, where I had to put a little bit more effort to start all over again. I heard two breathing sounds from my breathing, from my inhalation and exhalation. One sound felt like it came from my nose, and one sound felt strong, and it felt like it came from the upper part of my throat. Thank you.
Yes, Senuka, now in your report, I noticed something which is somewhat complicated if I try to explain it. But since you wrote about it, it's good to tell you. So Buddha says when you are mindful, you have this kind of like past and future view. It's like, you are so attentive, you know that where your foot is going to land before it lands, right? And then immediate past, you get to see what's the mistake that was done, making you imbalance, right? So that way, when you're mindful, in a way you know what's coming, not years into the future, but a little into the future, you know what's coming, and little into the past, you know what happened, right? So Buddha says you have this past and future view. If you are mindful, you know what is happening the present moment, but you know what's going to happen a little bit into the future, and you know what just happened, the mistakes you made, right? So that way we keep this present moment balance. We are in the present moment, but we get to see what's going to happen in the next moment. We get to see what happened in the past moment, right? So that way the mindfulness continues with past and future view. That's what Buddha says about this type of experience. So good to have it. You can't change it. You know that, just a little bit in the future, you can't change that imbalancing incident. Instead, you know what just happened, right? You know that your leg is going to land here, but it's too late to change it. Sometimes, walking somewhere, you know that your steps are going to land on a snake, right? On the pathway, but you can't change it, too late, right? So that type of little into the future, little into the past, you continue the present moment awareness, but you have this past future view with you, right? So it's a nice observation. Try to have it more. Try to be in the present moment and see what's going to happen. It's like sometimes it feels like we are watching an accident that's about to happen. It hasn't happened yet, but we are watching, right? and we are watching the accident that happened a moment ago, right? So that way, continue your observation. It's an interesting part of the practice. Yes, I see our reports are done. Before, yes, we can go into the activity. Olu, good to see you. It looks like full-on winter over there. Yes? What's the temperature outside? Can you unmute?
I don't really know, but it's like near like
Minus 20? Around minus 20? When did you land over there? A couple of weeks ago?
yeah,
So a big hurricane came here. Did you hear?
yeah,
Yes, the entire forest was like shaking with the wind and non-stop rain. So you had fun in Sri Lanka, is it? You
yeah,
enjoyed your time?
yeah,
So it was your first time being here, no?
yeah.
So what do you think about the country?
It was good,
It
very
was,
cultural.
but without probably the snails, insect bites, no?
Yeah,
And the cat allergies.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, Olu came to visit me about a month ago, and she came to Sri Lanka for the very first time. Okay, then we might not have homework. Niranja auntie is there, ready to start the activity. Do we have
Asra
homework?
Swamin Wahanse. I'm not sure because I was there, but I didn't participate with the activity.
That's fine. We can
I
skip
haven't.
the homework for today.
My Swamin Wahanse. And last week, we didn't do the report reading part. If there's anybody missed, like wanted to share, I don't know. Like
Why Kinite
there was,
auntie is good advising, no?
but she only so she skipped that part.
That's fine. They covered it today, no? So we will go forward into
Today,
that.
yes. Okay, Swaminathan sir. Hello, everyone. I think you got the items ready with you. Sorry, I forgot to tell you, when you are doing painting, you need water and the tissue to wipe and etc. etc. So if you don't have the items, can you just keep it ready? You need paint and the paintbrush, water to wash your paintbrush if you need, and the stone. So I'm not sure you got the stone with you now. Give me a minute.
Tuli seems to be ready with a stone. Yes.
So I got this one. So I found it nearby. So I mean, how say if they don't have, what should we use? It didn't come to my mind.
We'll see. I think I can see Harini. I can see Yetuli. Yetuli, you have something? You want to add something? You have to unmute first. Everything okay? Muted once again.
I don't have pen, so I use my sister's markers. That markers can draw on anything. And is this rock okay?
Yes, the black one is okay.
Thank you.
Then Laviru also seems to have Pansilu.
I got a rock. I got a white color stone, but now I lost it.
You lost it?
Yes. I had a white stone somewhere up here, and now I lost it. It vanished away.
Maybe your dog's swollen it. You have to check their bellies. Dogs.
So I can't do surgery. I'm not there yet.
No, you don't have to do surgery. You have to wait a day. That's all you have to do.
Sounds it's okay. I'll take another stone some other day.
Okay. Uh, Sanhita also seems to have a rock. Olu, do you have anything? No? You have? Okay, they have a rock. Not a rock, small.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer.
Yes.
So, yeah, give it. So this is mine. I will. This is mine. So, we are going to make this rock as a goldfish. So, how we are going to make it? So, we'll try to color and make this rock as a fish. Then we'll see how we can do. So, first you have to take the orange color. I don't have orange color. I have red, and I'm going to mix you uh, red and yellow to get the orange color.
So Niranjanti knows her color making. What color is the goldfish? I'm sure all of you have seen goldfish, right? Gold color? Gold color?
Gold color. So I
Yes.
don't have gold color.
And there are some black color goldfish as well. Then white color ones are also there. But we will go with the goldfish, no? Goldfish.
So first I'll draw with red and I'll try to apply yellow on top of it. So and If you have orange, you can straight away go with the orange. Since I don't have the orange, I'm doing this. So make it your own creations. Don't go by me with me. Maybe y'all are more creative than me. Just copying.
You can unmute. If you have a question, you can ask from Niranja auntie.
Niranjan, should we color the whole rock?
Whole rock with like you need to create a fish out of this. So
Yeah.
you do your own creations as well. Like I'm going to do orange and white and black.
Oh,
If you
okay.
don't have these colors, like make your own creation, like to make it like a goldfish.
Okay.
Laviru, the
The whole,
idea is to have orange color rock first in order
Yeah.
to draw a goldfish there.
Yeah. Thank you.
okay, my orange color is done now. So I'm going to use white now in between this orange. Like this. And I can see Yetuli. Yetuli, can you show me your one? You can angle your camera to your painting. Harini, are you with me doing? No? Okay, next time. Okay, so now I'm going to outline this fish in, I'm using black to outline. I'm going to make an eye and like small mouth and fins like so. Okay, I'm going to use black.
Excuse me, Niranja auntie.
Yes,
I found a rock. Can I quickly color it?
yes, please. You can.
Thank you.
Sorry, I forgot to draw what do you call fins. Like from here, I want to draw because it has up here maybe one or two fins. Okay, like this. And now I'm going to draw an eye here. And a mouth. Swaminathan, this is only I can do. Swaminathan can continue with
That's not a goldfish. That's Nemo.
Nemo.
That's a clownfish.
Let's crown. Okay, let's see others because I'm not a artist, Swaminathan, so I just did something. Don't. Lavru, can I see yours? Like a goldfish? Ah, nice. Okay. Yetuli, you finished? You raise your hand. Ah, Swaminathan, she put that into water.
The goldfish?
I can see something like that, yes.
It's a marker now, so it would be fine. Yes. Actually, you did with the marker, no? And it must be a permanent marker.
It's a clownfish
Yes.
and belongs to the water.
Right. Yes. Laviru is the only one with a goldfish, it seems. How about others? Yes, Puri also have a goldfish. Okay, I think some of you have goldfishes and some of you have other fishes. That's okay. But the whole idea, remember, be a goldfish. So this is a reminder for you to be a goldfish, right? When your mind is troubling you, when the worries, when certain memories trouble you, you can remember. So this helps because it is physically available. Yes, it's a physical reminder for you to be a goldfish. So you can save this, you can keep it in a place where you see it frequently, and that way it reminds you to be a goldfish, right? Harini has also done. She has done with a smiley face. That's a smiley face, right? Yes, that's very nice because you know why? A goldfish would always be with a smiley face. No memories, no worries, no fear in the future. Instead, always smiling because it lives in the present. So you guys also can adopt that. You can also live in the present and be like a goldfish, right? So keep this, let it dry and keep it somewhere where you can see. So the fish will remind you to be a goldfish. Maybe Pansilu will get a colored stone tomorrow. You just have to wait. And he
Samraj,
might be...
I will get a white stone, another white stone from.
No, the old one, I mean, like the one you lost. It might come with colored, maybe brown colored instead of gold. Yes.
Samraj, I hope not.
Okay. So hope you got the idea today what's the topic and what Swami Hanse explained now. So you can keep this nearby in your desk or like where you can see it proper easily. Then if you want like to forget, if you have some worries to forget, just take this and rub. Like you can rub it and count 1, 2, 3, 4, like up to 10. Then you can pass your worries to the stone, not with you. Worries, all worries, you pass it to the stone, the fish stone. Okay, so you can send me the photos also. You have the number already. If you don't have the number, I'll put it in chat now. So just share with me the photos of the goldfish or whatever the fish you have. Uh, this is the number. And okay, nice, Sanhita. Whatever the, yeah. So please send your photos. So, and hope you got the idea with the topic Swami Hanse explained. Be like a goldfish, but it cannot hold his memory is very short period. Okay, nice, Laviru. So please share with your photos with me. Next week I will share with Swami Hanse. Okay, so I hope there's no any other questions. So over to you, Pansilu. You can conclude the session now.
Most Venerable Dhamma Kusala Samnasa. As we are at the end of the session, I'd like to give a brief of what we did in today's session. As usual, we started with a small story about mindfulness. Then we did mindful walking and sitting for about 10 minutes. And then we went and discussed our reports together as a group. And I would like to thank Nyanja auntie for doing drawing a painting a goldfish activity with the stone. And I would like to thank Dhammakosala Bante for teaching us about be a goldfish in any problem. Now, finally, I take this opportunity to thank our most humble Dhammakosala Deva for today's session. Have a mindful week, everybody. Thank
Have a mindful week, everyone.
Mindful
So please join with us next week. Okay, and share with your photos.